If you tow with a Ford pickup, 6 systems on that truck can fail on you, and every single one of them is under a federal recall right now. I've been under the hood of trucks for 20 years, and I pulled the NHTSA database myself. Trailer brakes that quit mid-stop, axles that snap in park, drive shafts that separate at highway speed, fuel pumps that stall you towing loaded, transmissions that won't hold park, brakes that just disappear. Some of these repairs are free. Some are ticking bombs. Stay with me, because before you hook up again, you need to know exactly what to check. Your Ford truck has a brake pedal for the trailer behind you, and Ford has now recalled it 3 separate times. 3 times. Same system. It's called the Integrated Trailer Brake Module. Think of it as the computer that tells your trailer's brakes when to grab. In 2022, Ford found a software error. A towed trailer with electric brakes might not brake at all. Longer stopping distance, higher crash risk. Ford sent a fix. Then, in 2025, Ford had to recall the same trucks again because the first repair was done wrong. Read that twice. The fix for the trailer brakes needed its own fix. Then, in February of this year, Ford recalled it a 3rd time. This one is the widest truck recall Ford has issued in years. Covers F-150s back to 2021, Super Duty trucks, even the Expedition and Navigator. The trailer module loses communication with the truck. You lose your trailer's brake lights, your turn signals, or the brakes themselves. Here's what should scare you more than the recall itself. I've read the owner complaints. Guys are saying the trailer brakes work fine. Then the truck sits in the driveway for a few days, and suddenly the system throws a no-trailer error with the trailer sitting right there, hooked up. Some owners fixed it themselves by greasing the 7-pin connector. Corrosion on those pins mimics a dead module. That's a $2 fix hiding behind what looks like a computer failure. My rule here: with the trailer hooked up and the truck running, pull the manual brake slider by hand. Feel the trailer grab every single trip. Takes 4 seconds. It is the only real test of that whole system, and it costs you nothing. If you're outside the recall population, the module and programming runs around $180 in labor plus parts. Not the disaster some of these other failures are. But this is your trailer's brakes we're talking about. When they don't work, it's not your truck that jackknifes, it's what's behind it. If your Ford has ever towed a trailer, stop what you're doing and check your VIN at nhtsa.gov/recalls. 90 seconds, free. I'll tell you exactly what to look for as we go. Now, here's a defect that only exists because you checked a box on the order sheet. If you ordered your F-150 with the Trailer Tow Max Duty package, you may have bought yourself a broken rear axle. Ford's own language on this one is blunt. The rear axle hub bolt can fatigue and break. When it does, the splines that hold your wheel to the axle get damaged. Here's the part that should stop you cold. NHTSA's exact words. This can cause a vehicle rollaway when in park without the parking brake applied. Read that as it's written. Your truck sitting in park on your driveway can roll. That covers 2021 through 2025 F-150s with that tow package. 5 model years. My rule: use your parking brake. Every time you park. Not most times. Every time. 4 separate Ford recalls list rollaway as the consequence, and this is the cheapest insurance policy in the whole truck. Outside the recall, an axle shaft replacement runs $618 to $726 at a shop. Parts around $400, labor the rest. Independent shops sometimes push it toward $900. Not catastrophic money, but a broken axle spline on a loaded truck is not something you want to discover on the highway. The next one isn't cheap. It's the most expensive failure on this whole list, and Ford is not fixing the part that breaks. 2020 to 2022 Super Duty diesels, the high-pressure fuel pump. This came out of a formal federal investigation. NHTSA doesn't open those lightly. Biodiesel deposits build up on the pump's internal rollers. Eventually, the pump fails. Here's the technical piece translated plain: that high-pressure pump is the heart of your fuel system. When it lets go, it doesn't fail quiet. It fails by making metal shavings, and those shavings travel through every injector and every line in the truck. So what's Ford's fix? Software. A PCM update. That's it. Ford is not replacing your pump. If it fails, you're paying the bill, not Ford. And the bill is ugly. Caught early, before contamination spreads, you're at $3,500 to $6,000. Let it spread to the injectors and rails. You're at $10,000 to $14,000. Full system replacement, pump, Injectors, rails, lines, tank cleaning runs $10,000 to $18,000 or more. I've personally watched owners walk away from trucks because a repair like this cost more than the truck was worth. They drove away and never came back. Here's my rule on this one. An aftermarket lift pump runs $200 to $400. A bypass kit runs around $359. That's a few $100s against a 5-figure failure. If you own a 2020 to 2022 Super Duty diesel that tows for a living, that's the cheapest decision you'll make all year. And watch what you put in the tank. The defect is specifically tied to biodiesel deposits. Now let's talk about your transmission deciding on its own that it's not actually in park. 2022 and 2023 F-150s, a loose bolt inside the transmission can prevent it from actually engaging park, even while the shifter on your dash still reads P. You could be standing there, thinking you're parked and you're not. And there's a second version of this that's arguably worse. On certain 2018 through 2021 trucks, the park powell, the physical piece that locks your transmission, can engage while the truck is still moving. That damages the park system itself. Ford's fix on that one isn't even fully rolled out yet. Final remedy isn't expected until next year. This is exactly why I keep repeating the parking brake rule. Walk away from your truck without it, and you're trusting a mechanical part that Ford has already told you can fail. Walk away. Walk away faster. This next one isn't a watch for it recall. This is a do not drive the truck recall. 2025 Super Duty trucks, F250, F350, F450, F550. The spring that holds your brake booster pushrod connected to the brake pedal may not have been installed at the factory. When that spring is missing, the pushrod can disconnect from the pedal entirely. Here's what that means in plain terms. You push the brake pedal, and nothing happens. Total loss of brake function. NHTSA flagged this one with the words, Ford told owners directly, do not drive the truck until it's repaired. This is the kind of failure where there is no workaround, no grease trick, no maintenance interval that protects you. If you own a 2025 Super Duty, this is the first recall number you check tonight, not tomorrow. Last one, and it's the failure most owners will never think to check. On certain 2021 through 2023 F-150s with a single exhaust system, the wiring harness for the electric parking brake can rub against the rear axle housing. Over time, that wears through the wiring. When that harness gets damaged, the parking brake can activate on its own while you're driving. Not parked, driving. Here's how you protect yourself from something you can't see. Ford's fix here is simple. A protective tie strap or tape wrap, and replacing the harness if it's already damaged. If your dash ever throws a parking brake warning while the truck is moving, don't dismiss it as a glitch. That's a documented failure pattern, not a fluke. So here's what all 6 of these systems have in common, and it's the part that should bother you most. Every one of these is a federally documented recall, not a rumor, not a forum theory. 6 different systems on the same truck. Trailer brakes, the axle, the fuel system, the transmission, the actual brakes, and the parking brake, all with open recall campaigns. And here's the pattern I keep seeing across Ford's own paperwork. Several of these recalls exist because the first repair was done wrong. The trailer brake fix got re-recalled. The diesel fuel pump fix got re-recalled. A recall being performed is not the same as a recall being fixed. My rule, and I'll say it plain, get the repair order every time. If the same symptom comes back, you are not imagining it. Run your VIN at nhtsa.gov/recalls tonight. It takes 90 seconds, and on a truck like this, that 90 seconds is worth more than anything else you'll do to it this month. 6 systems, 6 recalls. That's not bad luck, that's a pattern. And if your truck is on that list, you need to know before it leaves you stranded. But recalls only tell you what's already broken. They don't tell you which engine to trust going forward. So check out this video where I break down the 3 worst and 3 best Ford gas engines you can own in 2026 and which one avoids these headaches entirely.